Elements aren't just bits of the world around us, they're whispers from the inside. Fire, water, earth, air, four old friends, each with its own rhythm and secret. From the moment you arrived, one of them began to hum quietly inside you, shaping the way you feel, love, and move through life. You might not have noticed, but much of what you do follows that gentle beat. Today, let's try something simple. Find which element feels like home to you. Don't overthink it. Close your eyes if you want, take a breath, and ask yourself, which of these, fire, water, earth, or air, pulls at my heart? Which one fits without explanation? This isn't just about nature outside, it's about your nature within. Carl Jung called symbols bridges to the unconscious, small doors that let hidden truths peek through. Each element is one of those doors. Listen to it. Let it tell you something true about who you are right now. If your soul leans toward fire, you hold within you a restless, beautiful force of change. Fire isn't just heat, it's passion, raw creativity, and the kind of life energy that refuses to sit quietly in the corner. You don't merely move through life, you set it in motion. The things you care about catch flame because your presence makes them burn brighter. Your feelings are vivid and immediate, your thoughts crackle with possibility, and the way you show up can wake people from autopilot. People sense you before they know you. There's an unmistakable warmth and intensity about you that draws others in. People are pulled toward your courage, your honesty, and the way you dare to be real. You inspire action, not by forcing it, but by simply being yourself, bold, sincere, and alive. Still, being fire also means knowing when to soften. Even a mighty blaze needs pauses of quiet and fuel that's replenished. If you're always burning without rest, you risk dimming your own light. Learning to temper your heat with gentle stillness makes your energy kinder and more sustainable. When you intentionally direct your passion, choosing where to pour that fuel, you become less impulsive and more potent. You're no longer just a bright flash, you become a steady beacon. That balance is your superpower, fierce enough to transform, wise enough to last. Embrace your fire, tend it carefully, and watch how your warmth changes the world around you. If water calls to your soul, you carry a gentle, deep current of empathy and intuition that guides everything you do. You don't just notice feelings, you read them, like someone reading a familiar book. Emotions aren't confusing to you, they're signposts. You move through life with a softness that heals. When chaos swirls around others, you're the one who keeps a steady hand on their shoulder and the quiet calm in the room. People instinctively trust you with what hurts them because your presence feels like a safe shore where they can finally let go. You are adaptable in the most graceful way. You bend without breaking, shifting to meet what life brings while holding on to the core of who you are. Your inner weather reflects outward, compassion, patience, and a rare kind of clarity. But remember this, you are the ocean, vast and resilient, not merely its surface waves. It's easy to gather every storm and carry the world's heaviness inside your chest, but you don't have to be everyone's anchor at the cost of your own peace. Protect your calm. It is not weakness, it is your greatest strength. Let yourself drift when needed. Allow your currents to renew you. When you move with your true flow, you reflect beauty back into the world in its clearest form. Your ability to feel deeply and respond with warmth is a quiet miracle. Embrace it and let your compassionate tide continue to bring gentle healing wherever you go. If Earth calls to you, you're the quiet backbone everyone leans on, steady, dependable, and deeply rooted. You're the person friends turn to when everything else feels like it's tilting. Your presence alone brings a sense of calm and safety. You don't need to shout to be powerful. Your strength shows up in small, steady acts. The promise you keep, the way you show up on hard days, the practical solutions you quietly offer. People feel held around you because you make stability feel like a gentle, honest thing. You're practical in the best way. You see what needs doing and you do it with care. At the same time, there's a softness in you that connects you to something larger. You're grounded but not closed off. You blend common sense with quiet wonder, walking a path that honors both the everyday and the sacred. Because you give so much, it's easy to forget to give back to yourself. Remember, even the richest soil needs rain and rest. When you refill your own well with small comforts, time alone, or whatever nourishes you, you're not being selfish, you're being wise. Let yourself receive support as easily as you offer it. The more you tend to your own needs, the more your steady presence becomes a genuine gift rather than a sacrifice. You are not just someone who supports others. You are the ground where growth happens. By honoring your own rhythms, you become an even truer shelter, the safe, fertile place where others can take root and flourish. By now, you've probably noticed something gentle but important. Picking an element isn't just a little game. It's more like holding up a mirror to your soul. Fire, water, earth, air, these aren't random choices. Each one taps into a real part of you and whispers what your heart needs in this moment. When you recognize which one draws you, you're not guessing, you're listening. Carl Jung reminded us that symbols are doors into the unconscious. They help us see the parts of ourselves that are usually quiet or hidden. The element that calls you most often is one of those doors. It shows you not only who you are now, but what might help you feel more whole. The outer world is often just a reflection of our inner weather. When you tune in to that inner element, you're tuning into a truer, kinder map of yourself. Try a small experiment. Notice which element you reach for in different moments. When you're exhausted, what brings comfort? When you're excited, what feels natural? When you're searching for answers, which image calms or sparks you? Those little inclinations are clearer than they seem. They're your soul's way of pointing you toward balance. This is an invitation more than a test. Pay attention over the next days and weeks. See which element shows up when you laugh, when you worry, when you make big choices. You might find that one element is steady for you, or that different elements guide you at different times, and both are perfectly okay. The goal isn't to fit into a neat box, it's to learn how to move with what's true inside you. So, which element chose you today? Fire's bold warmth? Water's gentle depth? Earth's steady calm? Or air's curious freedom? Tell us in the comments. Your choice might resonate with someone else and help them hear their own inner voice. If this little journey opens something up for you, tap like so more people can find their element, and subscribe if you want more thoughtful explorations into psychology, symbols, and Jungian ideas. Sometimes the clearest answers don't come from explanations, they come from feeling. Listen, notice, and let your element guide you.